I'll be showing you 3 different ways to play Tearlaments, plus a bonus one. Starting with Lightsworn Tearlaments. This deck is great going both first and second, as you'll see in this replay. The Lightsworn monsters like Wolf offer free advantage by swarming the field with small monsters to enable big plays like an easy 4 material Appaloosa for example, or to just make your Minerva for even more random mills. Keep in mind sometimes you might break due to having a lot of unsummonable Lightsworn monsters in hand, but the risk of playing those cards is definitely worth it. You also have to know what cards to make first to perfectly bait interruptions like you'll see me do here. I don't even play Zeus in this deck, but my opponent doesn't know that, so he had to use an extra disruption to prevent Zeus for example. And when your opponent has no disruptions left, you'll easily set up an unbreakable board yourself. Combined with a lot of disruptions in grave like Snow and the Shufflers, and also making Curious to send more disruptions from deck to grave. Overall, combining Lightsworn milling power with Tearlaments' strong grave effects gives you a deck that can play through any amount of disruptions. Next we have Horus Tearlaments. This version of the deck was affected the most from the ban of the field spell, since this version relied on starting your Tearlaments plays by searching the field spell with Rainbow Bridge. But despite that, the deck is still a powerhouse. The biggest benefit of this is having an extra set of starters since SimCity, King Sark, or the Horus field spell all act as starters in this deck thanks to the zombie vampire, or at the bare minimum it baits interruptions. Before you can normal summon Reino Heart. Once again, this deck also utilizes interruptions in grave like Keldil, Mudora, and Snow, but the biggest advantage this deck has over other versions is the follow-up. If the opponent doesn't completely deal with King Sark, every Horus monster is coming back next turn for a good beatdown of your opponent's monsters. and this will happen every single turn until the opponent deals with King Sark. If you like clean decks instead, then maybe going with 40 cards pure is the way for you. It's the most consistent. It has the most utility thanks to cards like Super Poly and Droplet. And it doesn't really play bricks. Sure, you do lose out on that grass looks greener, but you're trading it for a lot of consistency but also slightly less gas. Meaning you can't play through as much interruptions as the other variants of this deck. But still, this version of the deck is probably the least affected by the ban list. Once again thanks to its consistency. And it can definitely hold its own against every other meta deck out there. And this isn't a version that I'll heavily advocate for, but here's an extra way to play the deck, which is all gas Tearlaments Lightsworn Horus, no Handtraps, not even Max C. Subscribe if this video helped. Here's my deck list. Thanks for watching. Make sure to also join my Discord to chat with a like-minded community.